I promise you, by the grace of God, I hope by December we would be back to normal.
More pneumonia cases were confirmed in China and even outside the country over the weekend. And this is raising concerns for Chinese health authorities.
Health authorities in Wuhan have said that the total number of confirmed cases of the mysterious pneumonia outbreak has soared to 198 over the weekend.
A preliminary investigation into a mysterious pneumonia outbreak in China has been identified as a previously unknown coronavirus.
Nakapasok na sa Pilipinas ang 2019 novel coronavirus.
DOH is confirming that a 38-year-old female Chinese patient under investigation, or PUI, is positive for the novel coronavirus 2019.
Mayroon na ring mga kumpirmadong kaso ng 2019 novel coronavirus o 2019 nCoV maging sa Amerika, Taiwan, Macau at Hong Kong na bahagi pa rin ng China.
And by the alarming levels of inaction, we have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Community quarantine is hereby imposed in the entire of Metro Manila.
A strict home quarantine will be observed in all households.
Movement shall be limited to accessing basic necessities. Provision for food and essential health services shall be regulated.
We now have a name for the disease, and it is COVID-19.
Ever since the COVID-19 pandemic has devastated the world last year, 2020, almost every country in the world has been doing their part. They've been implementing strict public health measures to help fight the spread of the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. And it has been proven to be pretty effective, though the virus is still out there.
In December 2019, the first human case of COVID-19 caused by SARS-CoV-2 was recorded in the city of Wuhan in Hubei province, China. Earliest cases suggest that SARS-CoV-2, then called the novel coronavirus, originated in Huanan, a wholesale food market in Jianghan district, and linked it to the exotic food trade in the said market. By January 2020, COVID-19 has been declared by the World Health Organization to be a global public health emergency. And in a span of 3 months after its first recorded human case, COVID-19 has turned itself into a global pandemic, causing thousands of deaths worldwide. In 8 months, we have seen cases surge exponentially in almost every country in the world. By the final quarter of the year, cases have been seen to be subsiding, but the threat is still there. The only hope we have now are vaccines.
I believe that the missing puzzle piece in our fight against COVID-19, the spread of the coronavirus, is the vaccine, because it is the answer to the exponential growth of cases all over the world.
People have been waiting for the creation of the vaccine since the pandemic started, and I think with its creation, they will feel more secure and safer since it can help protect them from the virus.
Vaccines are products that trigger the immune response of a person's body. To be able to do that, a vaccine contains a weakened, an inactive part, or a genetic material of a specific organism.
Naman, ang pagkakalam ko pinapalakas ito ang immune system natin para hindi makapasok yung virus na yan sa ating katawan.
Naniniwala na ako since meron naman ng mga bakuna talaga na ginagamit sa ibang sakit dati. So, sa tingin ko naman, gagana naman itong vaccine na to.
Ako naniniwala dahil marami ng Pilipino yung nagpasaksak sa lakan. Nagabi lang napanood ko sa London, 2 mag-asawang nurse.
Vaccine development is divided into stages. The first stage, called the preclinical stage, consists of laboratory research and testing on either human cells or laboratory animals to see possible harmful effects. This stage usually lasts for 2 to 6 years. After it passed the first stage, it can now move to the next. The clinical stage involves human trials. This stage comprises 3 phases and is the longest stage. The first phase is conducted with very few people, maybe less than 100. This is to test the safety of the vaccine. The second phase is conducted with a few hundred people. This is where we see if the vaccine triggers immune response. The third and final phase is conducted with thousands of participants and requires a broad and diverse pool of volunteers as possible. If the vaccine passed all human trials, it would be licensed and regulated, then manufactured and distributed. Normally, it takes at least 10 years to develop a fully functioning and safe vaccine. But with the COVID-19 claiming lives at an unspeakable speed, the development of a vaccine has also kept up.
Meron sa ibang bansa.
Meron na siya, wala pa sa atin, pero sabi ni Duterte magkakameron na.
Nabalitaan ko na may vaccine na para sa COVID pero hindi ko sure kung anong pangalan niya.
So, how are the vaccine race frontrunners able to produce a COVID-19 vaccine in less than a year? The answer? Advanced technology. A new vaccine technology platform called RapidVac. RapidVac maps the coronavirus genetic blueprint and synthesizes small sections of it. These harmless sections of genetic material from the coronavirus are then used to manufacture a vaccine. Contrary to the normal process of clinical trials, COVID-19 human trials conduct the 3 phases simultaneously, speeding up the process of vaccine approval. As of speaking, the COVID-19 vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna have been approved by the UK and US FDA, and more were still expected to finish trials.
Sa 2021.
Pag may sapat ng budget ang ating gobyerno at maayos ng pamamalakad nila dito.
Yung totoo, last quarter of 2021.
So what does it mean for us? Will we be able to finally get back to our normal lives?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Hindi na.
Pagka nawala na yung yung COVID na yan, baka sakaling bumalik tayo sa normal. Siyempre, ang tao takot.
In a third world country like the Philippines, wherein many are in the low-income sector and many are focused on selfish interests, many will not be able to get vaccinated. Unless the government provides a free vaccination program for every Filipino, then vaccine acquisition will be just.
In a perfect world, there is no battle for vaccine acquisition. But today, where there are developed and still developing countries, there is no doubt that the developed countries have far more power in acquiring vaccines than us.
And those nations experiencing problems financially could sink the country into bigger debt in exchange of million doses of vaccine.
Philippines have failed to acquire 10 million doses of Pfizer vaccine according to DFA Secretary Locsin. These doses of vaccines could have vaccinated millions of Filipinos.